Hey YouTube, this is your boy ThugX, aka Thug Nasty, aka the Thug, coming back with some more Pokemon with the Thug for you guys. Just a quick update. The two videos I posted on my Road to Ranked, I haven't been able to play as much lately, but I was able to check the ladder periodically, and it does look like the two people that we played that I posted videos of so far, both were in the #1 spot over the last week or two. So that's pretty cool. Definitely showing you top of the ladder matchups. Doesn't get any better than that. And we beat both of them, so I'm pretty sure we're in good shape to go all the way. But just a cool update. Got a really cool video for you today. Playing against some buddies of mine. They're pretty good. It's a great game, and let's just jump into it. All right. So today, instead of my Smeargle lead, we're starting off with Umbreon, which is a lot of fun. Big Umbreon fan. He's got Mean Look. He's got Charm, Moonlight, and Baton Pass. One of my favorite things to do is to Mean Look so they can't switch out, and then Baton Pass so I set up a perfect matchup for myself, basically. That's one of the reasons why I like him as a starter. And Charm's amazing because he can come in on somebody that's using Curse and immediately nullify the Curse, except that they keep their speed drops. The cool thing is, Curse increases your attack by 1 stage, Charm decreases it by 2, so you actually win that battle. So pretty awesome. So here I am, I'm cursed up on my Snorlax. He comes into Gengar, and unfortunately I didn't pack the Earthquake. I simply just run the Double Edge on my Snorlax, and he figured that out. So Gengar is a safe pick. I literally can't touch him, so I gotta switch out. Blissey's my special wall, Miltank's his physical wall. Gives me a chance to go ahead and switch into my Fortress. So far, pretty standard. I'm getting to scout out his team. He's getting to see a little bit of mine. I set my spikes up now, but definitely want to switch out. Don't want to take a super effective Earthquake. And I can go into somebody like Suicune, who threatens to 1-hit, 2-hit Tyranitar. So he brings in Miltank. That's fine with me. It's not really going to do anything. He's got really good physical defense. Special defense is whatever, but I know Miltank's my least favorite Pokemon in the game. I mean, this thing can heal all statuses like 8 times and heal itself and growl and everything that makes this game take forever, which is why I don't play it. So, but he switches out. I get my rest off, so we're pretty much at the same point we started out, except that we've seen each other's Pokemon more or less. So he does go ahead and drop the Mean Look on the Blissey, which is unfortunate for him. I guess he was predicting a different switch. And my Blissey does pack Psychic, so it's a 2-hit KO. And he goes into a Heracross to take the extra hit. Again, super effective. Not a great move on his part, but he lived it, which is going to make me pay a lot. I mean, 1 hit from Heracross is half your team, easy. Half the health on anybody on your team. So just because he lived on 3%, my Snorlax goes down to 17% health. So 3%. I couldn't have done more. Whatever. It is what it is. So coming to Suicune to wall out the Dragonite, expecting a physical Dragonite. But it looks like this one is special. Outrageous Dragon, and Dragon is special in this version. So Suicune's got great defenses on both sides. Unfortunately, his Gengar Curveball packs the Giga Drain. So not liking that. But I know that I'll be able to kill him in 1. So, but he does outspeed me. Gengar's incredibly fast. So he goes into Jolteon, which is not good. So I'm going to come into Umbreon, set up my Mean Look, trying to do my setup here. And I'm just going to go straight into Rhydon, hoping that he doesn't pack the Hidden Power. That's a free Pokemon. And he's got a substitute set up. And he's going to do a Chain Baton Pass. So he's actually going to Chain Baton Pass all the way into Dragonite. Still has a sub up. This is not good. This is not looking good at all. Especially, I'm going to call it back. Especially because Umbreon is going to do little to nothing to Dragonite. But I am going to go ahead and drop the Mean Look on him. He's going to Dynamic Punch to 7%. And I'm confused. And I hit myself, but I live on 1. No way. But I got to take him out. So, I mean, that substitute, I haven't even tried to get rid of it yet. This isn't good, but after scouting him out, I know his Dragonite's not running a fire move. So I'm okay bringing in Fortress. Physical moves are, fighting moves are going to be super effective, but my defense is so high, and Dynamic Punch is a coin flip. Whatever, not a big deal. But still, that was a lot of damage, even to a Fortress. So now he's outraged the Suicune. I know I'm going to get a rest off, though, before he kills me. So we're not in good shape. We're definitely not in good shape right now. I mean, I literally haven't even tried to kill the substitute yet after all these attacks. He is confused, though, because of the outrage wearing off. So that is helpful. And it's gone. 2-turn confusion. So very fortunate for him at that point. I'm still asleep. I'm pretty much going to have to rest as soon as I wake up anyways. So, and not looking good at all. With Suicune going down, I'm not in great shape. Snorlax is on nothing. Umbreon's on nothing. Blissey's got no defense. This is not looking good. But I wake up, get the roar off, just to get rid of the substitute. So he comes in Tyranitar, knowing I'm asleep still. Which is why he's going to stay in. He's got Nightmare. Total curveball. Does a quarter of my health every turn. Bringing Fortress. Fortress is, didn't like that special attack. Crunch being special attack. Fortress isn't going to take that too well. But he's not going to like the Earthquake either. So I'm really not in a good position now. Jolteon's going to probably one-hit me from this range. So I got to go into Blissey. And he sets up another substitute. Good prediction on his part. He knows I'm not going to be able to do anything. And immediately passes it back to Tyranitar. Tyranitar can one-hit me. I'm hoping this Ice Beam is going to take... Nope. That substitute is still there. So this is not good. He's doing a heck of a job setting up these substitute walls this game. Drops a Rock Slide. I will get the Roar off. And luckily, Gengar is going to come in and die to the Spikes. Jolteon comes back in pretty low from the Spikes. I'm guessing he's not running Rest. And he drops the Thunderbolt. So I go into my special wall, Blissey. No big deal. So far, so good. And the Ice Beam will pick up the kill there. There wasn't much else he could do at that point, as Jolteon was on no health and had no way of getting his health back. So, interesting move on his part. I'm going to go ahead and switch into Fortress, and he gets the paralysis. At this point, at least I can Explosion on him. Just kidding. Fully paralyzed. But I heal enough back. I can Explosion. Nope. Critical hit. So, not going to get to do anything with that Fortress. Totally locked up with the paralysis. So I drop the Toxic. It's not going to do much. I know I can live another hit. But at least I can start wearing him down. And Body Slam's going to put Snorlax to 2 health. Alright, so right now, just as a recap, basically, Suicune I think is on like 17 health percent. Blissey can't take a single physical hit, even though she's at, I think, like full health, because she will get one hit with that terrible defense. Snorlax, as you see, is on like, what, 10%? And Umbreon, I think, was on 15. So he's got my entire team pretty much in one-hit range, even from his Miltank. So, not looking good at all right now. So I decide I have to sacrifice Snorlax, or it's pretty much game over. I think if I switch in and take a free Body Slam to anyone, he can then Body Slam out my entire team. So, gonna have to kill off Snorlax. That way, whoever I switch in has a 1 chance to live a hit. So, I'm gonna come into Suicune. She is gonna get the leftovers and live with just the leftovers. Live on 5%. And thank goodness I do get the rest off. I wasn't paralyzed that time. So that was huge. He drops the Heal Bell, gets rid of Toxic. Saw that coming. Miltank just lives forever. Incredible Pokemon. If you really want to win, you play Miltank. But you have to want to win over the course of like a 2-hour game, because Miltank lasts forever. So I'm going to Roar just to try and get some Spikes damage out. I'm not really going to do anything to a Miltank. And he brings in Dragonite. I was hoping for the Tyranitar, because I can threaten him with the Surf damage being super effective. At least I get the Toxic off. He's going to Outrage, and I'm in bad shape right here. So I do Surf. It's doing nothing, 12%. His Outrange is killer. He's probably going to kill me with 1 more hit, so I have to rest. Suicune's faster than Dragonite, which is nice. And but again, he's doing a quarter of my health. So right now is where I decide he's toxic. It's stacked up pretty high, and he's confused. So probably going to switch out, because if he hits himself in confusion and gets the toxic, he's going to kill off his Dragonite. But if he switches out, toxic's not going to be multiplying anymore, and he's not going to be confused anymore. So I figured now is as good a chance as any to try and set up the Umbreon. So try and get the Moonlight off, that is. Just get some health back, because everything I have is just close to dying. So this is when I go ahead and do it. I take the risk, as you see, and I predicted right. So he comes into Tyranitar, which is perfect, because Umbreon will outspeed him, and I get the Moonlight off. So we live to fight another day. Slowly getting my team back up in health, and I'm going to drop a couple Moonlights. Now's my chance to start charming him down. It's going to decrease his attack by half. But he gets a crit. He gets a critical hit, which is absolutely huge. And he goes straight into Miltank, which is, I figure this is my chance. So I drop the, I believe, here comes the, no, I charm again, just so that his body slams don't hurt too bad. And they don't. They're doing 10% health. And now I get my mean look off. So this is where the game changes. Miltank is unstoppable. He can bring in his Dragonite and get Heal Bell off the Toxic, or he can bring in his Miltank and growl out any physical attacks I have. Luckily I don't. I mean, I have 2 Pokemon left, minus my Umbreon, who doesn't have a single damaging move. So Miltank's just the endless wall right now, but at least at this point I have him trapped and I can slowly wear him down. So I growl until, or charm rather, until his attack is doing absolutely nothing. He's doing 1/4 of his normal damage, and he's going to start to growl me back. Not a big deal. None of my Pokemon left are even physical attackers. So doesn't really matter. I am going to get paralyzed, but at this point I pretty much can just baton pass out. Now that he's got a pea shooter for a gun, I mean, it's a Nerf gun. It's doing nothing. So his body slams are doing, what was that, 5% of my health. He would need to do 20 body slams to kill me. So minus leftovers. So he actually can't kill me no matter what. So at this point I can just wait till Suicune wakes up. And it's a war of attrition now. So I'm just going to Toxic him down. I know he's only got 8 Heal Bells. And I've got like 15 Toxics. So that's pretty much what's going to happen now until Miltank dies. I'm just going to keep using Toxic. He's going to have to keep using Heal Bell. And this is what it takes to kill a Miltank. So, not my fault. It's totally his fault. You bring a Miltank into the game, and this is what it takes to kill it. So, you want to play for an hour. It's the best Pokemon in the game. You don't bring it. Do anything else but Miltank. So, again, totally lame right now. I just literally have to sit here, watch him Milk Drink, watch him Heal Bell, and just surf. I mean, this is why you don't run Hydro Pump on a Suicune, because you run out of attacks too fast. You run Surf, just because at this point I would have been like struggling almost if I had Hydro Pump. So, again, he drops the Heal Bell. I do a Surf just to waste time waiting for him to Heal Bell. I mean, the Surf doesn't even matter, because his Milk Drink does more. Do a Toxic, it misses. If I miss too many, he can out-Heal Bell all of my Toxics. But that hasn't been the case so far. So, another Toxic. It's 5% Body Slam, doesn't matter. He's probably pretty frustrated at this point. I mean, this has been a heck of a match. I mean, he literally got me down to 15% with 4 Pokemon. I mean, 1 hit range. And very fortunate that I was able to get the Toxic off. I think lived with 1% on Suicune. And finally he will die. So he comes back into Dragonite now. Game's far from over. But I do get the Toxic off knowing he can't Heal Bell it anymore. So, again, great game to ThalerGang. It was actually 2 guys I was playing against. They were a duo, a tandem, kind of working together. But so he is going to confuse me, but the Toxic eventually is going to wear him down and kill him. So pretty good shape here, and as long as he doesn't get a crit. So I again take this time to switch into Umbreon pretty safely, and that works fine. He's got nobody to switch out to, so as long as if I charm him, it sticks.